Someone was watching him every single day. But he was just a boring man. Edward Blake was the kind of man nobody notices. In a small American town near Route 9, he lived a life so predictable that people stopped paying attention to him years ago. Every morning at exactly 5:45 a.m., he woke up. Same alarm sound, same black coffee, same gray jacket. He would leave his small house, walk down the same sidewalk, and head toward the same post office where he worked for the last 14 years. No changes, no surprises, no interruptions. People in town didn't know his story because there was no story to tell. He wasn't loud, he wasn't interesting, he wasn't special. To everyone else, Edward Blake was just background noise. The kind of man you see every day but forget 5 minutes later. At work, he sorted mail, letters, bills, advertisements, packages. Every day looked exactly the same. He never complained, never asked for promotion, never even took a day off unless forced. His coworkers sometimes joked about him. Does he even go home or just reset every night? They laughed. Edward never reacted, but something strange was about to happen. It started on a cold Monday morning. Edward arrived at the post office like always, coffee in hand, eyes half awake, mind already blank. But when he opened the mail sorting tray, there was something unusual. A single envelope, no stamp, no return address, no name, just placed neatly in the outgoing mail section. At first, he thought it was a mistake, but something about it made him stop. He opened it. Inside was a single sentence. "You still follow the same route. Why?" Edward stared at it for a moment, then folded it slowly and placed it in his drawer. He didn't tell anyone because people like him don't tell stories. They follow routines. The next morning, another envelope appeared. Same place, same feeling. Inside, "You always sit near the window." Edward paused longer this time. A strange discomfort grew in his chest. Still, he said nothing. The next day, "You never look behind you." Now something changed. Not outside, inside him. For the first time in years, Edward started noticing things. The way the same black car was parked outside his route home. The way a man always stood near the corner store, not buying anything. The way certain details I'd repeated, but he told himself it was nothing. Just imagination, just boredom, just routine fatigue. But the letters kept coming. Every day. Shorter, stranger, more personal. You leave at 5:45 a.m. You stop at the same traffic light every day. You avoid changing anything. Edward stopped sleeping properly. For the first time in years, silence didn't feel peaceful. It felt watched. Then came the final letter. One line only. "Tomorrow, don't take Route 9. Edward read it 3 times. That night, he didn't turn on the TV. He just sat near the window, thinking. For 14 years, Route 9 was his life. Same road, same turns, same everything. Changing it felt impossible, like breaking a rule that wasn't written but always existed. The next morning arrived, 5:45 a.m. Edward stood at his door. The air outside was cold, still, quiet. Route 9 waited in front of him like always, but for the first time, something inside him resisted. He looked left, then right, then he turned away and walked a different direction. Nothing dramatic happened. No alarms, no chase, no explosion, just silence. The kind of silence that feels heavier than noise. He walked until he reached a small cafe he had never noticed before. Inside, people were talking, laughing, living. It felt strange, unfamiliar, real. Edward sat near the window, ordered coffee, and for the first time in years, he didn't feel like a machine. He felt present, alive. Then his phone vibrated. Unknown number, one message. "Good. Now you are not predictable anymore." Edward slowly looked outside and noticed something that made his heart stop. A black car, parked. Same one he had seen before, but now it wasn't hidden anymore. It was watching openly. Edward didn't move, didn't panic, didn't speak, because suddenly he understood something disturbing. His boring life was never boring. It was observed, measured, studied, and the moment he broke his routine, someone noticed. The question wasn't why he was being watched. The question was, how long had it been happening?